Hello and welcome you all once again in my new session of geography. In our last session, we were studying about the global warming. What is greenhouse? We have learned that the greenhouses are built in a very cold region. Their roofs and their walls are made up of glasses to keep the warm to soil to keep the soil warm from the sun rays. Then we have studied about the global warming, what is the global warming and how it is affecting our atmosphere. What are the greenhouse effects? Greenhouse effects and their gases like carbon dioxide, water vapor, methane, nitrogen oxide and chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs. These all are greenhouse gases and how they are also affecting our atmosphere. What are their impact on our atmosphere? Then we have studied about the depletion of ozone layer. And now today's session we will start with the impact of global warming. What are the impact of global warming is on our earth? The concentration of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere may have a number of adverse effects on the climatic conditions on the earth and may cause many environment problems. Some of them have been mentioned as under. Due to the concentration of carbon dioxide and many others greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, there are adverse effect on the atmospheric condition or a climatic condition on the earth. There are many causes and many problems are emerging, and some of the problems are like, first one is sea level changes. As the global warming affects day by day, the level of our sea is also changing. The rise of the sea level is an important of global warming. This is due to four major changes. First is the melting of glaciers in the mountain. The glaciers of the mountains are melting due to the global warming. This is one of the major impact. Thermal expansion of the seawater, melting of the ice sheets in the Greenland and melting of ice sheets in Antarctica. These are the four major causes for the change of the level of the sea. In the past 100 years, the sea level has risen by 1 to 2 centimeters per year. The rising sea level may cause flood in coastal areas. As we know that for the past 100 years, the level of the sea is rising by 1 or 2 millimeter per year, and the rising sea level causes floods in the coastal area. Some of the island nations like Maldives can be totally submerged with the sea. Many big cities and the seaports in the coastal areas are threatening with the devastating floods. Thus, the change in a sea level will have a negative impact on human settlement, tourism and agriculture. This changing in the level of the sea causes the human settlement, tourism and agriculture. It will give a great impact on these three: settlement, tourism and agriculture. Second is increase in temperature. Global warming can cause increase in the atmospheric temperature, which can further cause the emergence of many new diseases. As the global warming is its impact it causes in the increase in the atmospheric temperature, the great impact is coming in a new diseases. Day by day, a new diseases are emerging, or the reasons are: first, the bacteria can survive and multiply in warmer condition. Bacteria can be multiplied rapidly during the warmer condition, warmer season. The increase of temperature of the ocean water can cause frequent hurricanes. Hurricanes, typhoon, that as it had come in the last month in West Bengal, Amphoon, and one of the hurricane came, a typhoon came in Gujarat. Because nowadays you can see that almost in every month there is one hurricane are coming on the coastal side of either in India or anywhere, any part of the world. The higher temperature can also cause the shortage of water. As everyone knows that during the summer season there is a huge shortages of water. So the higher temperature can also cause the shortage of water. These impact can cause many economic problems. Global warming can also cause the disappearance of different marine and terrestrial flora and fauna. In many regions, corals may die. This global warming is causing in the disappearing of many marine and terrestrial flora and fauna. That means we are now losing various types of marine animals, plants due to this global warming. And it is said that in many regions corals may also die. It can also affect the weather by shortening the winter season, more dry weather and increase in rainfall. It is one of the main impact is going on this earth, that winter season is now shortening. Most of the time there is a scorching heat or summer, and rest of the time there is a heavy rainfall. Most of the anticipated changes appear to be already occurring, such as mean surface temperature has already increased by 1 degree Celsius. Decrease in snow cover in the northern hemisphere. Snow cover has been decreased in the Arctic Sea hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere, and some other places also. And increase in the frequency of rainfall and thus devastating floods have also been recorded. A modest amount of global warming can be beneficial to the natural world and to the human civilization, such as the heating cost will be less for those living in a colder areas. It is said here that modest amount of global warming, if there is a modest amount of global warming, it is beneficial also, especially in this natural world. Like there will be the heating cost will be less for those living in the colder area. The marginal farmland in higher latitude might become more viable. Warmer winters could mean longer growing season. And fourth, a warmer world would probably be a wetter world, which could be useful for both plant and animal. Now there are some ways to reduce the global warming. Global warming and the climate changes have adverse impact on the sea level, foods production, loss in biodiversity, freshwater balance, threat to human health, and result in many other unforeseen calamities. Some of the ways to reduce global warming are as under. There are many ways how to reduce the global warming. First one is reduce the emission of carbon dioxide by cutting down on the use of fossil fuels. If we reduce the emission of the carbon dioxide by cutting down the use of fossil fuels. Second is develop alternative renewable energy resources such as wind, solar, hydel and biomass. These are non-polluting and do not produce greenhouse gases. If we develop an alternative renewable energy, either of using the coal for generating the electricity, we can generate the electricity with the help of wind, solar, hydel and biomass. These are non-polluting also and they do not produce any greenhouse gases. Minimizing the use of nitrogenous fertilizers in agriculture. This will reduce the emission of oxides of nitrogen. If we minimize the nitrogenous fertilizers on our farming land, this will reduce the emission of oxides in a nitrogen. Then find alternative to chlorofluorocarbons. Plant more trees and enhance the vegetation's cover. This will help in increased utilization of carbon dioxide. That is why every time we used to say at least plant one tree in front of your house. Because if there is green everywhere, it will increase the utilization of carbon dioxide. Then you find a way to dispose of the produced greenhouse gases elsewhere than in the atmosphere. Find ways to absorb the greenhouse gases already present in the atmosphere. And last, global warming can be reduced only through the international awareness campaign and cooperation. This can only be reduced if there is an international awareness. If everyone is aware, if we do not cut the trees, if we do not cut the forests rapidly, we have to stop this and we have to plant more and more trees so that it will reduce the greenhouse gases. So that's all for today's session, and this lesson is now completed. So read this lesson carefully and listen to the volume 1 and volume 2 of this chapter. Have a nice day, and we will meet again in our new session, in our next session very soon.